Hi, my name is Marissa Boy. I am the founder and CEO of Psychonica, and today I am talking about two very big, powerful companies that have changed the way in which we shop online. And now they are changing the way we do business online as well. So these two companies, which you definitely would know about, number one is Amazon, which is an American-owned company, and number two is Alibaba, which is a Chinese-based company. Now, these two companies changed the way we shop. They brought online shopping to be such a convenient and fast way to shop, giving us access to worldwide products at worldwide pricing based on individual countries. These two companies allowed businesses to get into their hands of markets they would not traditionally be able to get access into. They created infrastructures around the world to allow speedy delivery of products that they were selling on behalf of their customers. Now, these two companies today are still heavily focused in those two spaces, and they're doing extremely well in those two spaces. You've got Alibaba that have allowed businesses across China, manufacturers, to be able to disperse their products to people at home without having to have high MOQs to buy large amounts of the same product. Now, we are now talking about the change that they've taken over the last 12 months. They have become more and more aggressive in the space of technology, software, artificial intelligence, and business infrastructure support. Now, you've got Amazon, which you would actually know of as AWS now. They're focusing on basically Amazon Web Services. Now, they're basically taking their infrastructure of what they've done in the e-commerce sector, and they're now adopting that in the tech space. Now, they're basically creating a marketplace, okay, very similar to what Psychonica is doing, by the way. However, their area is very much in supporting businesses' infrastructure on their servers. So, for example, you go to a website, and that website has to be hosted somewhere. AWS provide the hosting. They actually provide the hosting to majority of companies' websites across the United States and abroad. They're one of the biggest players there. Then you've got Alibaba. Now, Alibaba have now brought out Alibaba Cloud. You would have seen the name literally over the last few years, but you'll be seeing it more and more now. Now, Alibaba Cloud is doing exactly the same thing as what Amazon, AWS are doing. However, they are focusing on the China market. They're very, very big in China. Now, if you're on AWS server and you, for instance, you're in China and you're wanting to go to a business that's sitting on an AWS server, you're not going to be able to see it. China's firewall is very, very strict. It blocks everything out. So there is a bit of competition going, and there's a bit of a war between these two companies right now. But you know what? They're in their own lanes. They're doing things slightly different. And hey, there's a massive market out there, all right? So look, well done to both of these companies in what they're doing and how they're bringing awareness of the software, AI, technology ecosystem to the world. Okay, we need more people like this. We need more people sharing good news, right? Good news to help people out in their businesses. Now, getting back to Psychonica. At Psychonica, what we have been building is an ecosystem to basically allow people to find software, technology, and AI products for their own businesses. We are about allowing people to be able to shop within a platform and for it to be easy to understand and for them to be able to see exactly what's out there. So that's what we are bringing to life. We're so excited. We're about to go live next month. We're about to launch our phase 1. We've got over 12,000 vendors currently, and we're going to be growing that out by thousands by the week after our launch, which is next month. But Psychonica is literally about very similar to what these two big companies are doing. So look, follow us because we're about to launch So yeah, follow us at psychonica.com. You can subscribe to our social channels, and yeah, we're looking forward to bringing our platform into this space very, very soon. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.